Hi and welcome to the handover video for the Kona EV SE Connect model. So with the car you get keyless entry, so you can use the buttons on the door to lock and unlock the car. Before we get in, seat adjustment, you've got the bar underneath the seat to move it backwards and forwards. This lever here, you can pump it up or pump it down to raise or lower the seat. This handle here adjusts the backrest, and this circle here does the lumbar support at the base. So we'll just climb aboard and turn the car on. So as long as you've got the keys on you've got the stop start button there. So we just turn it on. Okay, so in the driver's armrest, got controls for all the electric windows, the central locking and the mirrors. You've also got the power cut-off switch there to stop young children etc. playing with the electric windows in the rear. On the dashboard, got your headlight levels. Normal setting is 0, so if you've got anything really heavy in the boot that you would need to adjust that. Next to that, you've got this plus and minus, and that will adjust the illumination level of your dashboard. You've got your stability traction control, which is on by default, so there should be no need to turn that off. Rear parking sensors, if you want to activate or turn them off, that's the button you use for that. But say if you select reverse on the buttons, then you don't need to press that, and that's just obviously your charging, so you can set it for automatic charging, but we haven't done that on this vehicle just yet. On the steering wheel, your horn is anywhere in the center here. On this side you've got the controls for your cruise control, which is adaptive, and your trip computer buttons. So your trip computer, if you use that button in the center, as you can see, it'll change. If I press that, it changes all the various menus. And then this up and down toggle switch here, once you're on a menu you can go into the various sub menus, and if you need to reset any of those, you just press and hold that button in. So for example, if I just press and hold that, it'll reset that. And then what we'll do is I'll pop it on the digital speedo and that for you. On the opposite side, you've got your audio controls, and you've got your buttons for your Bluetooth for your telephone. Automatic lights, all standard, and then the paddles, you've got what we call the regenerative braking paddles. So the left hand paddle increases the regenerative braking. There's 3 stages, and that's, you can see just down here. So as you can see, it's on level 1 at the moment. On the opposite side you've got the state of the battery, which at the moment on this particular car is just under 50%. So, but obviously you've got your speedo, and you've got your power indicator as well, so that'll show you when you're driving economically, when you're using the power, and when the car is charging as well. On the right hand stalk you've got your wipers, which you've got an intermittent setting, and you can vary the time between sweep for short interval or long interval. And then this rear one is for your rear. To wash the windscreen, just pull the stalk back towards the steering wheel, and to wash the rear, push it away from the steering wheel. Now with the Kona EV, it's all automatic. So again, these is how you select your drive. So we've got P for park, D for drive, N is for neutral, and R is for reverse. So obviously at the moment we're in P for park, so no need to have your foot on the brake or anything like that. And again, it tells you on the dashboard up here what gear you have selected. Heater controls, again, you can just press automatic and let the car do it for you, and as you can see, it's all displayed on the screen up here. With these switches here, you've got what we call drive modes. So if I press that, as you can see, we've got sport mode, we've got eco mode, and we've got normal mode. So obviously sport mode, the glow red, and it sharpens up all the throttle response, etc. Eco mode, that makes the most out of the battery, and normal mode is normal. So but if you drive this car in eco mode, it's normally adequate for most people. You drive it in sport mode and you're very impressed with how responsive the vehicle is. You also have auto hold, which again, if I press that, you'll see the little auto hold letters come on there, So again, when you're driving, if you're using the auto hold, when you've got your foot on the brake, as soon as the auto hold turns green, you can take your foot on the brake and the car will hold itself until you press the accelerator to move away. Electronic parking handbrake. To apply the handbrake, pull the button up and you can see you've got your symbol to say your handbrake is on, and to turn the handbrake off, foot on foot brake and press it down, and that takes the handbrake off. In here you've got a USB port as well as some storage, hazard lights, and then obviously you've got your infotainment system. So again, you've got your rear parking camera, digital radio, all on here, and your navigation. So if you want to just view the map, just press map, and as you can see it's in night mode here because we're indoors. So I'll be displaying there. To set a destination, you go to nav, search, and that's where you'll start entering the postcode. You can actually just, if you don't know the postcode, you can just start typing the full address, or you can press the microphone and you can actually speak to the car and give it its instructions. Alright. Radio. So again, we're inside at the moment, so you probably won't pick anything up, but again, to tune the radio stations in, so you just, as you can see, press those until we get to a station. So let's just go to the good old BBC, shall we? So radio 2. There we go, and to save that as a favourite, just press the star there, and you can do that for as many stations as you like. Okay, and then the benefits of setting the favourites, obviously you've got this button here to adjust the volume. Next to that, this is where you can go up or down the saved radio stations just by toggling this button. Okay, to turn the radio off, just press that once. To turn the whole screen and that's off, just press and hold it in. There we go. Alright. Okay, so to turn the car off, button, you just press that button again, and while we're there, got a little lever to the left hand side of the steering wheel if you need to adjust the steering wheel. So fold that down, obviously adjust the steering wheel and then tighten it up before you move away. You've got your sunglass holder in the roof there, as well as obviously your lights, and again you've got an SOS button here. So again, this car is equipped with live services, so if you are unlucky enough to be involved in an accident and the airbags are deployed, then the car will automatically contact the emergency services and also direct them to you using your GPS location from the inbuilt SIM in the car. We'll just have a quick look in the boot. So you get both car charging cables here. So you get the Type 2 charging cable, then under the boot floor, under that polystyrene there is your 3-pin charger that you can plug in to a modern sort of electric socket, 3-pin socket at home. And then the charging port on the Kona, that is at the very front. So again, as long as the car is open, just give that a press and obviously it opens up, and then obviously pull that off. That's where the charging cable goes in, and this green indicator here will start to flash and will also indicate your state of charge as well. The bottom one here is for the fast chargers and everything all at the motorway service stations. There we go. So I hope you enjoyed that brief tour, and I hope you enjoy your car.